So
It's the
mainly you're doing
Paris
the Pearl
Chong
Jam stuff right
Show.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
And then how often are you working in Napa? Like, is it balance? Are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, Pearl Jam when the shows are on, I'm working
Yeah.
and I'm gone, and I'm fortunate enough that I can do some of my distribution phone calls or
Mm-hmm.
anything I need to do, I can kind of do from wherever.
Mm-hmm. Do you
But,
travel with the band?
I travel with the crew,
Okay.
which is, is fine with
Yeah.
me. It's like,
Do they
what I
have
don't
their
want
Do
anyone
they
to do
have
is
their
get
own
sick of me,
plane?
right? Good question. I believe they fly private around the US. I don't
Yeah.
know if they own the plane.
Mm-hmm.
I never ask, some of these things, like, I don't go there because
Okay.
it's like running, I could go in the dressing rooms, but why? I'm going to let these guys have their space too. And I
Yeah.
know a lot of people like to see backstage photos. I
They do
think that,
actually, because some
yeah,
of the things we sell from Neil's are all these like
yeah,
really like the guys probably didn't even know he was taking them.
right,
They're just
right.
really candid, weird kind of cool shots.
Yeah,
No one's posing.
I think that's cool stuff. I try to I try to enforce a line, at least with
Mhm.
myself, and I know that's not, some of the best photography comes from trespassing, and I just don't want to wear out my welcome.
Yeah.
And I also, I mean, we're all a certain age. I mean, we're not
Yeah.
20 something
Yeah.
and we're back there partying, having fun. I mean, it's like you're back there probably getting yourself ready. I
Mhm.
mean, the amount of energy that each one of those guys puts out every night, it's
It's
like,
a lot.
I don't need to cross any
I know, I
lines,
don't know how it's like that's so hard to do after so many years. It's like
Yeah.
everyone thinks it's so much fun, but they're probably just exhausted.
I'm
But
exhausted
yeah,
at the
I'm
end of it,
exhausted thinking about it.
and I'm running around down in front, or out in the GA pit
Mhm.
and up on stage, and I'm running around chasing them,
Yeah, that's
and I'm
it's
exhausted.
yeah,
It's
it is.
amazing.
Even just like when I do my art shows, I love them. They're fun and stuff, but they take a lot out of you. Like
Yeah.
having to be on for 3 hours, talking straight for three
Yes.
hours. It's a lot.
Yes.
Sometimes I just want to like run and hide in my closet.
Yes.
Run and
Yeah.
hide in the closet. I'm like, I can't
That's
say
how I
another
feel when I
word,
come back from a
but I
wine
want,
trip. I'm
yeah.
like, I
Oh
just don't wanna
gosh.
talk to anybody,
Yeah.
and I
Because
just
you're
wanna.
on, although you're
Yeah.
on. So, and how's the wine business?
The wine business is having a tough time,
Is
much like
it?
LA is having a tough time.
Yeah.
And so, related here, obviously, but everywhere else, it's like this movement. I call it like neo-prohibitionism, and it's kind of like what I say is that the young folks who are not drinking, are making the healthy choice,
Yeah.
um, they just don't have any problems yet, or
Yeah.
spouses or kids.
No.
Like, I
Yeah,
think
they
they
don't.
will drink eventually,
Yeah, no, it
but
seems like they don't the new generation, the kids, they don't drink, but they smoke pot.
yeah, I know, right? I
And they
mean, well,
do
this is
like
the thing.
other weird things, other
Yeah,
weird worse things.
mushrooms
Yeah,
and
everyone's like microdosing or whatever.
yep,
But
yep,
uh I heard it was booming during COVID though, right?
booming.
Booming. I heard they sold more, they were running out of champagne or
It
something.
was unbelievable. Well, people were literally drinking like it was the end of days because it kind of felt like it
It
was,
was.
didn't it? I mean, and I know we were around my house. I don't need,
I know it did.
CPS to get
Yeah.
involved, but we were, I was drinking a lot of tequila at my
Mhm.
house, and because I couldn't go anywhere,
It
and it
was
was
boring.
stressful, and it was
It
boring, and it
was
was
so
all these
boring.
things. And the retail environment, the stores that were open, the big grocery stores, and Total and Bevmo and all those guys, they
Mhm.
did really well during COVID because people were able to order and have it show up at their
And
house.
you were able to get drinks to go and drink it walking down the
Yeah.
street.
Oh my God. When
We
I got
remember
a
you
drink
did
to
get
go in New York,
arrested for that
yeah,
before. Now they were like, "Here's a margarita to go." We're like, "Really? I could do this?" Like, "Yeah, take it to go."
I just, I'm okay with that being like the surge. And
Yeah.
then like we kind of got back to normal in like 2023, I think was kind of
Mhm.
the last good year.
Yeah.
2024 was just a bizarre year. We saw all this downturn. And then what you see is like it not coming back. Now, I've been through a few of these things in the wine business. I've been in the
Yeah.
wine business since 97. And so, 9/11 was one of the big ones. And then 2008 when the bottom fell out. And, there's been a few of these things, but they never felt as bleak as this one does. And I think it's because, it doesn't help when the Surgeon General says no amount of alcohol is healthy.
Yeah, that's a new thing,
Yeah.
right?
Well, let me explain something to the listener. The book ends one way or the other,
Yeah.
right? The
Yeah.
movie's going to end. My challenge to you is, do you want to enjoy any of it? I'm not saying you have to be loaded to enjoy
Yeah.
it, but like, my gosh, what's wrong with having a celebratory glass of champagne?
Yeah.
Or on a hot day, having a gin and tonic or,
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, for me, tequila, I can tell you if I have a glass of tequila on the rocks and I'm wiped out, I immediately feel better.
Right.
And it's kind to me. It doesn't hurt
Yeah,
me, you know?
that was I saw that recently, so that's like a new thing. That's relatively new that they're saying
That
that.
was on the way out, and that to me was a political statement. I won't get political, but
Yeah.
it was a political statement. I mean, you can't.
And
Where's the
there's
data?
yeah, I think that this it's been so bad lately that that just added to the all, more bad information. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
it was so bad. This January has been January was like a nightmare
bizarre.
here. Yeah, I mean the elections,
Yep,
then the um fires, and
yep,
there was that horrible plane crash. Like it needs, and I think we need to get like on an upswing somewhere, but
yeah.
I don't know what it's gonna take.
I think if we all keep the vibrations high,
Hmm.
if we cut it, I mean, there is some good in the world. I look at my
Yeah.
kids
I'm
and I
praying a
see
lot.
good, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm praying and hoping. I mean, I don't know, I think this is the way things go though. And it's
Mm.
also like we're all of a certain age too, where it's like,
I
hey,
don't know,
here's
I
the
don't
bad news,
yeah, no, but it's been extra weird.
it has been extra weird.
I mean,
It
to
has.
go through what we went through here in LA to see I mean, I went for yesterday was the first day when I walked on the beach that I could see clearly the mountains
Oh, wow.
when I was on walking in Santa Monica Beach, and I didn't it was the first time I saw how many houses were gone.
Yeah.
It was so sad.
I
I
haven't
mean,
been
there was
out
like
there
a
yet.
whole area where there was just tons of houses,
Oh my
and there was
gosh.
like I think one still standing. I mean, it was bad. And then seeing
Jesus.
all the mountains scorched, I just hope it comes back sooner than later because that part of California is just so gorgeous. And
Oh my
Malibu,
gosh. I know.
I mean, there's
Just
so much. And Moon Shadows is gone.
I know. I mean that.
And the Real Inn,
Oh,
one of my favorites.
come
I
on.
loved the Real Inn.
Well, that's just not fair.
I know, and that, and I know that. Didn't you
You
love the
know,
Real Inn? I
I
know.
loved it.
I love to go hiking
Oh.
and then go to the Real Inn and have some fish and a beer. My God,
Well, it's like you know that you were like you've done something right, right?
yeah,
If
when
you
you
could
end
get
up
up
at
and
the
you're
Real
in
Inn.
Malibu and you right, I know. I mean,
No,
it
I don't know
seems
what it is.
crazy
Every
to
time I
say.
ate at the Real Inn, I felt like I was on vacation.
Yeah.
Like it was like such a happy place, and the food
Well,
was so good, and
I'm gonna drive up there, I think tomorrow before I
that you
head
can't
down the
get up
coast.
there.
At least to the west side so I
What
can
I
at
don't,
least
you know,
see.
I we couldn't even walk past like they cut off even the bike path. Like you
No
can't
kidding.
even walk through there unless you're a resident.
Oh yeah, because they don't want anyone
Yeah.
calling up polluting.
It's the Paris Chong Show.